everybody? It's your boy, Miss David Raw, back again with another video. And today, I want to have a conversation with mostly the fellas. And judging by the fact that majority of the people who are subscribed to this channel, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and smack that subscribe button and smack that notification bell. But judging by the fact that most of the people who are subscribed to this channel and view this channel are mostly men, I'm going to say that I'm going to be having a conversation with most of you right now. I think some things need to be put laid flat on the table, okay, so that everyone understands exactly where I'm coming from with this. I watched a video yesterday from Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. And they were talking about, actually it might have been from the roommates, but they were talking about how for majority of the women that actually go on their show, these same women that a lot of you guys are openly saying are terrible people, these women are despicable, these women are entitled, they don't understand like what it takes to actually like be with a man. For an overwhelming majority of these women, their OnlyFans numbers go up after each episode. Now, I'm sure that somewhere there are some dudes who would rejoice in that fact. Some may even actually be on my channel right now, but I think that something needs to really be made perfectly clear. We are currently living in the generation of the weakest people, and by proxy, the weakest men. Guys, this is going to be a video. Okay, we prioritize pleasure over things that will actually provide us any value. It's the reason why we make excuses for ourselves to do things that we know are ultimately not going to help us get anywhere in life. If you have a friend and he's a drunk, you continue to drink with this person because you don't want to tell them they have a problem and they need to seek help so that they can move forward in their life. We're kind of like all each other's drunk friend in a way. So a lot of us don't want to acknowledge the fact that largely spending money on things like an OnlyFans, all right, or spending money on things like a premium Pornhub membership, things like this are not going to help any of us get to where we need to go in life at all. I think the thing that I find to be the most interesting is the fact that quite a bit of these people who say these things, all right, these days, who say these things on, I guess, in the Red Pill community, which is a community that I would consider myself somewhat a part of, are the same people that are doing this. Meaning this, if you're able to say these things in front of other dudes, you do know what it is you should be doing. You do know that there are other things you should be prioritizing, things that you need to be focusing on. Namely, not women at all. If you are broke, if you are living at your mother's house, if you have no job, if you have no aspirations, if you don't know where you're going in life, why are you worried about whether or not this female on anybody's channel or anyone's YouTube, anyone's Instagram thinks that men need to be doing this or that? You need to be focusing on yourself. And I mean this wholeheartedly. All of us, myself included, we need to continue focusing on ourselves. If we do not focus on ourselves, we are going to be looking at one of the worst times in human history, specifically in American history, for relationships, for dating. We're technically already there, but you don't want to see what this could potentially look like years down the road. Men don't like women, women don't like men, and yet both sides need each other. Yes, I said this. Men and women need each other. You want to know why any of these dating channels, any of these red pill channels, any of these feminist dating coaches, any of these dating coaches, period, any of their content, why it works? Because there is a need for it. There is a call for it. They respond to the call for action. A lot of us are out here saying we don't care about these things. The woman says that she doesn't care about this man. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't want to do all of this stuff. And yet she's all over Instagram, parading herself around, basically being desperate for any kind of mostly male attention. Because let's be real, if all the attention you got was from women, you wouldn't really be too interested in it. And the male says that he does not at all want to deal with any of these females. And I mean, I will at the very least say this much, at least on the male side, it's actually accurate. Not sure if you guys knew this, but we are the least sexually active generation. That's correct. You heard me correctly. Do not believe what it is you are hearing on TV or on social media about how any of these dudes are really getting it in. They're not getting it in. There's a specific percentage of them that are getting it in. Look up the 80-20 rule. Shout out Book of Obsidian. Muammar Obsidian Ali. Let me stop and say it correctly. But I say that to say this. If we are going to continue on the path that we are currently on, where we are at each other's throats, unable to have conversation, unable to really see eye to eye on anything, and then continue to ask for things from each other that we refuse to actually put out ourselves, we are going to witness pretty much the beginning of the end of civilization as we know it. And I know a lot of you probably are hearing this and are thinking, wow, that's awfully dramatic. Is it? I don't believe that it is dramatic. You see, if we don't continue to reproduce, we die out. And right now, even beyond the point of just reproducing, we're not even getting into meaningful relationships and having them last. Marriages, we're not even doing that. Largely for a plethora of reasons. But the point is, men, we have to do our part if we want to see any of these things turn around. So it's okay to point out any inconsistency that you see. It's okay to talk about things that you do not believe need to be happening. But it's another thing entirely, all right? And it adds a special level of credence to what it is you say when you are living out the example. When you are the living, breathing version of this very thing that you feel other people, namely women, want. You have to make yourself something better. And you have to stop focusing on just getting with women. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have sex. There is something inherently wrong with only ever prioritizing sex, going broke doing so, and never getting ahead in life. Are you going to tell your kid that you magically somehow have years down the road, hey, I didn't leave you anything, but I fucked a lot of breezies? That's what a lot of y'all want to really be able to say. And it's sad because it's stupid. We have to do better, bro. We have to. Stop making excuses for yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and understand I have things that I need to do. And then go do them. Get off social media for a little while until the way that you are going to use social media is either to your benefit, and I'm not talking about just for like smashing jumps. I'm talking about either using it for a business. Really, that's it. That's the only thing. But as far as this idea that what we can do or what we need to be doing is just bashing. Not even just bashing. It's not really bashing. What we just need to be doing is only the exposing of women. We have to understand. We have to hold ourselves to that same standard. If we want them to hold themselves accountable, we need to also hold ourselves accountable. Meaning this. If there was a female version of you, which there likely is, and she does nothing in the way of improving herself to improve her odds of finding this husband that she wants, she will not find him, and you are going to be in the comment section freaking giving her everything. Give yourself everything, guys, is what I'm saying. Be a little bit tougher on yourself. Hold yourself to at least a little bit more of a standard, guys. I really want you to be much rougher on yourself. For you guys to actually be making any of these, to be giving your money away to people that you know because they verbally have told you on a podcast that they don't respect you. It's just insane. Find help. Get your hormones in check. Get yourself together. It's a must. I'm just saying. If you guys feel as though you need a place to talk, all right, or someone to talk to, you can talk to me. There are also a number of channels and Patreons and all sorts of things where you can get all of the resources that you need to help improve yourself. I'm not a self-help coach. I am someone who's capable of recognizing when there is a problem of epidemic proportions and understanding that if we're going to change any of it, we have to first address it. Address yourself and your addictions, your problems, your shortcomings, and make every stride you possibly can to fix them until they're fixed. Accept nothing less, because the world will accept nothing less from you. I'm Mr. 8-Bit Raw. I have a mic. I normally have a drill. It's here, but I'm gonna relax for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Like right now. And be easy, Drill Gang.